This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Today, before I go in for surgery, is one of the greatest days of my life because it's here. And we're going to crack it open and we are going to take a look at the second season edition of Blood Bowl, the latest edition. Now I'm going to be opening up the same time you are because I had to wait for you guys. So we're going to open this up. We are going to take a look at it. We're going to go through everything. We're going to go through and take a look at some of the new rules and see if we can figure some things out. And hopefully after a couple days of my arm healing, once I have the surgery, we are going to get this together, have some fun, do a match or two. Maybe we'll get some friends in here and see what we can do to get it going. But I have to tell you, I'm very excited for this. This is something fantastic. And you can get this from Games Workshop. You'll be able to order it. And hey, let's go down and take a look at the second season edition of the new. Now, to save myself any kind of wounds or anything else, I kind of started to open this a bit. So we're going to do this together, folks. Boy, oh boy. And I'll tell you, I can't wait to show you because just on the back, all the stuff that is going to come in this is just absolutely glorious once again. And as you can see, they have added a lot of things to this that really kind of took me back, and I'll show you in the main book here. But you're going to have your orcs. Now this is a little different from your ordinary orc team because you're going to have your black orcs, but you're also going to have some goblins and stuff like that, and you're going to have some ogres in this. You're going to have heroes, but it also comes with refs, which I thought was amazing. Of course, let's face it, it's going to be some of the best quality miniatures you're ever going to see. We'll put these together as soon as I possibly and physically can. Again, nothing unusual here. The regular set of measuring tools, but here is the bad boy itself. Okay, the actual book. And 2 sets of dice. I mean, that's nice. That's really good. Your bases. Let's get this book open, and we're really going to go through this a bit. The main thing here is we want to get this. Okay, this is what I kind of want to show you is what you're going to get for figures. I mean, you're going to get a troll. You're getting a hero. Now, you never did that. Bias referees. You never got referees in the original sets. Okay, the Vargnal chewers, ogres. Let's take a look here. The Black Orc team. Okay, we're going to have a number of different Black Orcs, some Goblin runners. Your Imperial. I thought they were really kind of messing with the humans a bit, but I like this because this is actually the Imperial team. So really something a little bit different. Are they still squishy? I probably can guarantee that they will be. The other thing here is another beautiful board. I've liked the new boards better than the original boards, even though the original boards were smaller and a lot more condensed. What I like here is that they made this a little bit smaller, so you can fit it all into the table. And it doesn't take as huge of an imprint. Okay, it's a little smaller than the prior sets, and I like that. The board. All right, let's get this out of the way. All right. First, you're going to get your. You got it. All right, let's open this up, and we're going to talk a little bit about this a little more extensively than normal. Another huge board. The board is just massive. Ugh. Having a tough time with my arm here. One side is the traditional grass, and on the other side is almost, you can use this as dungeon bowl. Now, if any of you have the old dungeon bowl set, you can actually use this and kind of place things on it and actually use it as a dungeon bowl, which would be pretty fantastic. So it's nice to have the two-sided boards. I really, really, really like that a lot. All right, we're going to just fit this in here. All right, and then we're going to move this out of the way here. And then we're going to crack open what we're really looking for. We got some really great cheat sheets here that are going to explain a lot of stuff for us. Now, one of the things you're going to need, you're going to see the pregame. Everything pretty much stays the same, okay? So the fans, weather, take on any journeymen, so that's bringing some people in. Inducements, the prayers to the Nuffle table. Well, that's something different. Determined kicking team. All right, and then you're going to start your drive, setup, kickoff, and then the kickoff event. Team turns. How everything goes. One team goes, next team goes, unless there's a failure or a turnover. Weather table's the same. One thing that I've really noticed here is some of the different skills here. Okay, having the right stuff, stunty, thick skull, dodge for the goblin bruisers. Black orcs now have brawler grab. That's something I notice a little different. As you can see, their strength, the gobos, of course, are at 2, which stays normal. Movement 4 for the black orcs, which is pretty much normal. Strength 4, agility 4 plus. That's something a little different. Agility 5 plus. Huh. I've got to look into that and see what that is. So really neat, the cost and everything like that. Same thing over here. As you can see, the humans with their bodyguards, noble blitzers, stand firm and wrestle. Okay, for the bodyguards. Block and catch for normal blitzers, so that's something different because you don't have catchers anymore. Throwers have pass and running pass. That is a new skill, running pass, I believe. All right, so we're going to take a look at our book here, and we'll scoot in here a bit, and let's take a look at the new official rules. You get in this set, you get the hardcover edition, which is just fantastic. Of course, you know, some of the most beautiful models on the face of the planet are done by our good friends at GW for sure. And really just showing you everything here. I'm going to scoot through this. It's the history, which, what a rich history. This game is probably one of the greatest cult games of all time, and I have to say it has such a unique following and a personal following by people, and by me, I just absolutely love it. Coaches, players take back challenges, pretty much regular rules, deviate, bouncing. What we really want to get to is the pass section, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at. So one of the things that I think is really amazing is that anybody can pass the ball now, pretty much. It opens up the game quite a bit, and there's actually a thing called running pass now. You can run and you can throw the ball, and if you still have movement after you throw the ball, you can continue to move. So that's pretty neat. The way everything kind of works here is there's no more charts to consult, I believe. Your agility, that's what you have to roll over. Now there's going to be modifiers and things like that, people in zones and stuff like that. But there's also a thing called passing ability, and this is where anybody can just about pass. Now the Imperial throwers, they only need a 3 plus to throw. Okay, they have pass, which is going to give them the reroll, and they have running pass. So now these guys are really good throwers, and they're very important now because they really dictate how you're going to be passing the ball, but also your linemen have a 4+, so it doesn't make it impossible to throw. Their agilities are not as great. Okay, as you can see, the linemen here, you need a 4+ for agility, where you need a 3+ here. So that means they have a better agility to lower the number. So before, the higher your agility, the better you would become. From what I can understand here. So this really opens up the game in a lot of different ways. The book is absolutely fantastic. Once again, going through it and looking through it, everything's spelled out for you. Throwing players, campaigns, of course, crash landings, blocking, abilities and things like that, armor and injury, breaking everything down, your casualty table, and how hard it is to die now. Before it was a little bit easier. Here at the end of the drive, some of the things, it explains everything, the post-game sequence, all beautifully illustrated. The thing that's really great here is they give you everything. Expensive mistakes, minor incidents. There's all kinds of things that can adjust your game and your earnings and things like that. Your skills, you're going to have new skills in here that are going to make a difference in what you do and how you do things. Mutations. A lot of the stuff has been in prior things. Ball and chain and bombardment we've dealt with. Hypnotic gaze, God knows how many times that's happened with a vampire. Bonehead, of course, over here. We know that our ogres and stuff like that do like to get bonehead and just stand there and look up in the sky, or our tree man likes to take root. Inducements. Now this is something really cool. Okay, some of the things that you're going to buy, apothecaries and things like that are going to help your team during your vicious battles. Again, here, the other thing that I really like, they show you how to do playoffs and things like that, how to run a campaign, which is the heart of this wonderful game. But in the back here, I was so thrilled to see this because I have so many of these teams that I really don't want to go buy a whole bunch of new teams. Now, of course, getting the Black Orc team is great because that comes in the box. My Doom Lords are here, okay? So that makes it easy to adjust them, okay, as you can see, with the new stats. So don't fear if you have older teams, your Dark Elf teams, like I have my Dark Elf teams, my Elven Union team, my Dwarf team, okay, are in here. Goblin teams, Halfling teams, my New York Midgets, the human teams, the Imperial Nobility. This is nice because you're not just getting human and orc, you're getting two different types of humans and orc teams. So as you can see, your basic human teams here, right here again, pass and sure hands, are key things. Your catchers, you know how soft they are. Agility 3+, but again, we're looking at these new skills here. Okay, a little bit better having with catchers as their armor went up a little bit. Okay, so the humans got a little bit tougher, which is good. The Imperial Noble team is a little tougher armor value wise. Okay, this passing ability stat really opens up the game quite a bit. It really does. Of course, your mnemonic teams, your lizard teams, which are fantastic, your Nurgle teams, your ogre teams. I love my ogre team, one of my favorite teams that I have. So everything is here. Old World Alliances, if you recently bought those, your old orc team, okay. As you can see, their pass abilities. The only ones that can't pass is the big uns. They have no passing ability. I don't think they want to. Skaven, Undead, Underworld Denizens, which I've recently done. The Snotling teams, Wood Elves, okay, very, very key team. Wood, oh, that dude's always bad. Then you have all the star players in here. So if you purchase the star players, it's all translated for the new rules, and really does a wonderful job here. Now, one more thing that we want to talk about very quickly here is if you notice when I was showing off the box set, and I'm going to show you the back of the box so you can see some of the miniatures since I haven't been able to put them together yet. But you're going to get two referees. You're going to be able to purchase a biased referee. That, well, it's kind of like having dirty player a little bit, because there's a chance that they're not going to see things when you do certain things. So it's really adds, if you have the money and you want to cheat that badly, hey, there you go, more power to you for sure to do that. One of the things I do want to show, and of course I'm moving everything around here, and I want to show you the back of the box here and show you what you're getting here. You're getting, like I said, two Blood Bowl referees. You can have a bias referee as well. And then here's these just beautiful. You've got the Imperial Noble Ogre, the Trained Troll, Griff, Varga Ghoul, Chewer, which, two star players along with your team. It really adds another dimension getting all this into the box. Then you're going to get your two basic teams, which are going to be your nobility bodyguards, the Imperial Retainer linemen. Left is going to be the Black Orcs, and of course the Goblin Bruiser linemen. So all these guys come in this fantastic set. Where I was very on the fence with this, I can tell you right now, this is a fantastic set, because they're not just rehashing the same old thing. You're getting a heck of a lot more. You're getting star players. You're getting two really relatively new teams, even though they are orcs and humans, but they're different types of it. You're getting ogres and trolls. You're getting referees. And then, of course, with the new passing abilities and everything that's been added to this, this is a fantastic purchase. So I suggest go to Miniature Market, go to Games Workshop itself, get this ordered before they fly off the shelf, because I guarantee you these will fly off the shelf. All right, let's go up top and get my final thoughts. All right, let's talk right about it. Let's just get right to it. The new set is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It adds a lot of things that the other sets haven't added. It's nice getting a couple star players. It's nice getting two new teams instead of the same, just humans and just orcs. The referees are a nice touch. The ogre and the troll is a wonderful touch. I really think this gives you a different variance from what normally happens. The real home run here, and after looking at the rule book, is this new passing ability and how to figure out how to roll without going through charts or anything like that. Everything's there that you need. Everything's in front of you. 4+, 5+, whatever modifiers of long pass and so forth and so on. It's going to be negative for a long a -2 or 3 or whatever it is for a long pass, and you just take that off, and you know that you're probably going to need a 6 or something like that. It really, I think it opens up the game, and the way they made the adjustments to some of the skills here has opened up the game, but it hasn't taken away from those teams that like to grind the ball and run the ball. Running the ball a lot of times is the very heart of this game. This new passing skill has opened things up where you have a choice that you can balance your team, where you can be a team that can either run or pass, or you could just be a high flying, we're going to be chucking the rock all day long type of team, and use your speed and pray that people can slow you down. Or you can be a methodical team that grinds, and then out of nowhere, a little short pass or a good enough pass to throw the other team off. Where, well, he's going to keep running. Oh, wait a minute. He has a chance to throw the ball. So it makes defenses a little leery to commit to stopping the run. and that you have to kind of sit back a little bit and look out for the pass. Still, the greatest football game ever made. I love Blood Bowl. This is a fantastic set. I highly suggest you order it from Miniature Market or get to Games Workshop or wherever you can get your hands on the second season edition of Blood Bowl. Another masterpiece from our good friends over at Games Workshop, who hit it out of the park again. So another nice thing, all the teams are in the book, and it's not waiting for your team to come out with stats. Everything's there. If you still have teams, go get this rule book, import these rules. It's a nice, subtle but strong change, if that makes sense. It's enough to make a difference, but not take away from the very heart of what Blood Bowl is, the greatest football game, fantasy football game ever made. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.